Okay, verse 37 says, Jesus said, "You have now seen him. In fact, he is the one speaking with you." So we are still in John 9. We are on verse 37. Okay, so now 38. Then the man said, "Lord, I believe," and he worshiped him. Verse 39, Jesus said, "For judgment I have come into this world, so that the blind will see, and those who see will become blind." Meaning, let's go to verse 40. Some Pharisees who were with him heard him say this and asked, "What are we blind to?" Jesus said, "If you were blind, you would not be guilty of sin. But now that you claim you can see, your guilt remains." Listen. See, was blind. It can see now in the natural. But what about the spiritual blindness? Natural blindness versus spiritual blindness. One can't see the other. Now let's just wonder. Let's just go in and let's just imagine how this person that was born blind, he could not see the things around him in the natural. But who's to say God wasn't showing him things in the spiritual? And mind you, his eyes were closed. His eyes were closed. It's not like you see some blind people now, they're blind but their eyes are open, but they cannot see. This man's eyes were closed. It is how people today, the Pharisees in the world today, they have not gone nowhere. They're still here. So the Pharisees in the world today are blind. They're still blind. Y'all don't get it? They still blind to the truth about God, about Jesus. They're still blind. They're still arguing back and forth, still to this day, trying to figure out, oh, well, how y'all know Jesus this? And it's even more intense now because they feel like Jesus came, now he's gone. He's no more. But those of us who hope and believe and trust in him know that he is still alive and well. And he's with our Father. Y'all don't think Jesus comes up on this earth and roam, walk around, looking just like us? Y'all don't think God sent angels to walk around and look just like us? But the Pharisees of the world, even today, are still bickering and wanting to question everything and everybody because they choose not to believe in what Jesus came and taught. They fought against Jesus then, and they're still fighting against him now. You got people out here fighting about us saying the name Jesus. Oh, we should call him Yah. We should call him Yahweh. We should call him Yahshua. Whatever names. Regardless of what, if you go through this Bible, you will see that Jesus was called many names. Many names. Rabbi, teacher, prophet, a friend. He was called many names. It didn't stop him. Jesus. It did not. The Christ, the Son. The Christ, the Son of God. it did not stop him from doing what God our Father called him to do, purposed him to do. No matter how much these Pharisees today mock, belittle, want to interrogate and question, those of us that truly believe in God, it don't matter. They don't win. The more you open your eyes up, the more you seek God, the more the truth about God is revealed to you, you begin to learn that, hey, there's nothing too hard for my God. There's no sin too big that he can't deliver you from. No matter how much the enemy is making you think that you cannot come out of this sin, it is a lie. And people know it because they've been there. But now all of a sudden they want to put themselves on a high pedestal and act like they better than the next person because now God has blessed them with a little tiny bit of fame. Some of them a little tiny bit of fortune. It ain't even all of what God wants to do in their life. But he gave them that little bit to see where they was going to go with it. To see if he could trust them. And some people are letting the fame and the fortune go to their heads, and they're forgetting about God, and they're forgetting about where he brought them from, and they're forgetting about all the things that they prayed when they was in their waiting season and their isolation season. They're forgetting all that stuff that they asked God for, all those things, all those visions and dreams that they want so badly, their hearts desired. And he gave you a little bit. He gave you the chance, the opportunity to go out here and let's get it done. And you went and you squandered it away. Or you're squandering it away. And you're not doing what you asked God you told him you wanted to do. You're not making that difference. Instead, you got out here, got wrapped up in this world. You started charging outrageous prices to the point where people can barely get things done, or they sacrificing this and they sacrificing that, and that is the picture y'all have drawn out to people. That you gotta sacrifice this and that in order to get your hair. Let's just use this as an example. To get your hair done, your nails done, your toes done, to have a nice cute outfit or whatever the case may be, to look presentable, to go out and maybe conduct some business or whatever the case may be. Y'all have made it. Allow the world to use you to make it spill out onto others in generations. That this is how you must act. This is how you must be. This is how you must conduct yourself. When God is saying, no, you don't. You don't have to be that outrageous in your prices. You don't have to make them think that if they do or don't wear makeup, they not this, they not that. This is what the enemy does. When God gave you that opportunity, you were not supposed to go out here and do the will of the enemy. You were supposed to go out here and do the will of God. Some of y'all need to step back and really check yourselves. That house, y'all need to get in order.